Hello everyone, I am Captain America, and I have a story to share about one of my friends. As I recount the tale, I urge you to listen carefully, for I am uncertain whether it falls into the realm of horror or something entirely different. Together we shall unravel the mystery and determine the nature of this captivating narrative. One stormy night, as the rain pounded against the windows of my college dorm, I was studying late, trying to catch up on assignments. Most of the students had already gone home for the weekend, leaving the campus eerily deserted. In the dim light of my desk lamp, I suddenly noticed a figure standing outside the window. Startled, I approached cautiously, my heart racing as I saw a young woman standing in the pouring rain. Her clothes were soaked, and she looked lost and vulnerable. Despite the unsettling atmosphere, I couldn't ignore her plight. I rushed to the door, hesitated for a moment, then decided to help her. I opened the door, and a gust of wind and rain rushed in, soaking the floor. She looked up at me with haunting, pale eyes that seemed to hold an inexplicable sadness. "Please, can you help me?" she pleaded, her voice barely audible over the storm. Feeling a mix of compassion and curiosity, I offered her shelter in my dorm. She stepped inside, and a cold draft followed her, making the hairs on the back of my neck stand on end. She sat down, and I fetched a towel to dry her off. As I handed it to her, she smiled faintly, but there was something unsettling about her demeanor. As we sat in the dimly lit room, I asked her how she ended up in such a storm. She gave vague answers, speaking in riddles that only deepened the mystery surrounding her. The longer she stayed, the more uneasy I became. The air in the room grew heavy, and I couldn't shake the feeling that there was something otherworldly about her presence. With each passing moment, her features seemed to change ever so slightly, becoming more ethereal and ghost-like. I tried to dismiss the thought as mere imagination, but I couldn't deny the sense of unease creeping over me. As the clock struck midnight, she suddenly stood up, her eyes now glowing with an eerie light. "Thank you for your kindness," she said, her voice carrying an otherworldly cadence. "But it's time for me to leave." Fear gripped me as I watched her head towards the door. I wanted to ask her more questions, to understand the mystery of her appearance, but I was too afraid to speak. With one last haunting smile, she vanished into the darkness of the stormy night. The moment she left, the atmosphere in the room shifted, and I felt a wave of relief wash over me.